As we gather to reflect on this 22nd Sunday of the Ordinary Time, we return now to the Gospel of Mark. We are in year B in our 3-year cycle. A is Matthew, B is Mark, C is Luke. We took some time to reflect on the Gospel of John, that beautiful chapter 6 on the Eucharist. And now we return to the ordinary teachings of Jesus, or the ordinary teachings before the death and resurrection of Jesus. And in this particular scene, we're just obviously we're being challenged by Jesus to think about what it is that comes out of us. And that was a very, very important image in the time of Jesus, particularly because the people of the Jewish community at that point were very, very sensitive to following all of the rules about every single thing. And in many ways, that they're really important. They actually, in the beginning, they were very important rules to help them to build a structure in which they would have the freedom to adore God, to worship God. The problem is that the structures and the rules, the minutiae of the rules, became more important than the adoration. And so their hearts were more caught up and their minds were more caught up with following the rule of how to stand rather than the fact that they were standing in the temple of God, in the presence of the Lord. And what Jesus was saying, trying to help them with in this particular scene, that with about having a clean heart and not worrying so much about clean hands. For the last couple of weeks, as I said, we've been reflecting on the Eucharist, and I think that's one of the great things that we should all do is to help give out the Eucharist, each one of us. And we'd see all different types of hands. We'd see young, innocent, soft hands of the people receiving First Communion. We'd see gnarled and hands with all kinds of what look like the people who work with their hands, with all of the different broken fingers or different shapes of the hands. We'd see large hands and small hands. Then we'd see wrinkled hands and hands that have clearly been saying the rosary for a long time. They're kind of shaped into prayer hands as they come up to receive Holy Communion. All of these are a reflection of the goodness of what is going on inside of a person, that they would come forward very humbly and put out their hands to receive the Lord. Those are the things that Jesus was trying to center on, and that trying to help us to remember to guard our hearts, to guard our minds, and to guard our souls. Those are the important part of our lives. As we continue to reflect on this Sunday Gospel, I hope that we might take the opportunity to check our heart and mind and soul, to ask what comes out of us. Does it helpful? Does it bring people closer to Christ? Does it witness to Christ by the things we say and the things we do, the things that come out of our heart and mind and soul? Those are the things to check on this week. We might be better disciples of Jesus Christ, better followers of Him, and perhaps be able to draw more people to Himself, to Jesus.